Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom
more than anything
lived a fair
more
maiden,
than life.
a sad young lad,
I wish
and a childless baker
more than life. I wish
with his
Marcus.
Ladies first.
My name is Sarahi Salazar. I am the scenic and properties designer for Into the Woods.
I am Marcus Lopez. I am the costume and in the show the wig designer as well for Into the Woods.
We both joined ADLR during In the Heights, and we did Romeo and Juliet, and this is our third production. We met during In the Heights, and it was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. Yeah. And during Romeo and Juliet,
It's like that quote, we're more than friends, we're a really tiny gang. That's what it is.
we're more than friends, but not less than a couple. We just left Home Depot like an hour ago.
Together, always.
The power couple.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
I'm the blessing, she's the curse.
And some days we get really annoyed with each other, and
And that's the thing, some days we do get really annoyed with each other, but what's great about it is that we have no problem yelling at each other in the shop or in the middle of Walmart or in the middle of Hancock Fabrics and people are staring.
It's happened, middle of Walmart, 3 in the morning, just yelling.
We're not afraid to make scenes.
Yeah,
And
so you never want to go out with us.
It's really great to work with someone that you just love being around.
About Marcus, I don't know where to start. First of all, he's a very lively person, and that carries in his designs.
What I respect about Sarah is that she's very confident in who she is
And
and
what
in
I
her
think
designs.
a lot of costume designers fail to do is they'll put something pretty on stage without it matching the character. And I think Marcus, to a T, to whether it should be a T-strap shoe or a flat, will put the character in what they would actually wear, as opposed to like what makes them look
And so I think that goes back to why, we're so close, is because I admire that about her, and I try to take that away also for myself, is so I'm confident as well. So that's what I respect about her work, and I respect it's always very clean.
And he does it in such an elegant and diplomatic way of, you know what, this is going to look best on you, trust me. And I think for an actor to be able to trust a costume designer as much as a lot of the actors trust Marcus is respect on its own.
She won't put something on stage just because. She will give you a valid reason why she designs what she designs. And I respect that. She's emotional.
I'm emotional. Thank you, that was very sweet. Later. But everything you do is just, it's to the character and it's true to the concept, to the world we've created in whatever show.
The downside is that we are so close and we care so much for one another that I get stressed about the stuff she has to do.
And vice versa.
She gets stressed out about the costumes and I'm stressed about the props.
So we're giving each other to-do lists. Hey, did you do this? You start. This is all you know.
Okay, because yours will take longer. I enjoy it because I always feel appreciated as a designer. And I always feel like my talents and my work are truly appreciated. And I don't really get that, I have found in some of the other theaters. And also I feel like an actual designer, as opposed to not just here, find the costumes that kind of look okay for the show. Like he wants to know, he wants to see the sketches, I bring in fabric samples. I feel like a legitimate designer would.
Working with a concept director, it's very different. For me, personally, my training is very classical and I work at a very classical trained space. So being here, I get to really explore my artistic liberties, which I don't get to.
You're never going to get a straightforward show with Adam if you think you know what you're designing. Just because you've seen this specific show before, you don't know this show that he's doing.
Nope. You get a lot of room to play, and Adam lets you play. That being said, Adam also says, play in my playground. Oh man, this is so hard without giving away the concept. For me personally, the woods are a woods that I go into every day.
I feel the people and the characters in these woods are nothing you would expect to find in the woods.
It's not your typical Sondheim.
this is something very new, but yet the stories are still traditional.
Not that typical Sondheim isn't. I'm sorry, that was rude. That's not what I meant.
I think that the audience, you're really gonna have to watch, and you're gonna have to experience theater.
I know these woods like the back
In this
of my
show,
hand.
I've just been challenged with every character in the show. But it was fun. I never got a chance to design like this.
Sondheim's Into the Woods. So designing this, it was kind of like, all right, I'll do it, because I like working with Adam and I like working here. And after seeing the stumble through that we had this past week, it's really entertaining to be able to watch a Sondheim that isn't your typical Sondheim. And then this show is so raw, like it's so to the core of what we do that it makes it so difficult, and it shouldn't be. But like I've never had such a hard time designing a show than this one, and my early sketches, I hated them. Excuse me. I mean, Adam and I went through meeting after meeting, argument after argument about what was our concept, what wasn't our concept, and finally, I think I'm at a place with Adam as well that we like what we have, and we're growing to love the set each day because everything we're adding to it is making it exactly with the environment that it needs to be. So as a designer, I mean, this show's kicked my butt, but I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it. The plays aren't in Spanish. I cannot tell you how many times I'm out, so what are you doing? I'm working on a show at ADLR. Well, don't they just do Spanish plays? No, we do not. In the Heights had some Spanish text, but it was mostly English. Into the Woods is diverse, and that's what ADLR is. And I think a lot of people are like, well, I'm not gonna go see some Mexican, okay. That's not what it is. It does, push the culture that is especially the North Side area, but it doesn't stick to it just having to be like your typical Hispanic play. I mean, there's levels to it. I think that's the biggest misconception.
That's so true. I think another one is that the quality of people here. I think it's because it's in an area that's not heavily trafficked by DFW theater people. Because you have Casa that's in the Arts District, which is just really up the street. But then that's in the Arts District, and then all the big theaters in Dallas and everywhere. And then I think a misconception is the quality that's on here. It truly is from the actors to the other designers here and everyone here. And the way it's ran is it's ran very professionally. And I think that's another misconception here. Because I've had friends that have come to see shows here and they're like, oh my God, that was amazing.
And they're shocked.
They're shocked. Yeah. I'm like, well, yeah, the shows here are great. And so I think it's a misconception here is that the quality, it's like, oh, it's just a little theater. No, it's doing really great things.
And I think I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's the concept director. And it's like, he is. And he has no shame in saying he has concepts and he has ideas. And a lot of people don't like that because a lot of people want to see an Into the Woods with Little Red and the apron and, the basket. And, I mean, if that's what you want, then of course, go anywhere else. But I think if you want to see something really new, ADLR is pretty cool. I graduated college May 2012 and worked less than a year, started working here. And a lot of people work while they're in school. But I couldn't find work because, especially in GFW, there are the core designers. Bob LaValle, Claire Floyd. I mean, there's a group of people who that's where they go to. And, the producers trust them, and ADLR is able to open opportunities for a lot of us who are trying to start off. And that's, that on its own, I think I appreciate more than anything, more than being able to play and design what I want. He gives you an opportunity.
I think every show I've done here has been something outside of my comfort zone. I've gone on the record before and saying, and every director I work with, they know what they're getting with me. My moment to shine is to do 50s, 60s musical comedy over the top, that's my area to shine. And working here, I've experienced 3 different types of things that I never have ventured into before with that. And I appreciate it, and I grew, and it challenged me, and now I know things that had I not done those 3 shows, I would have never been as experienced as I am now walking away with those 3
that
things.
says put artistic input, which a lot of theaters don't. So that's great.
I think it's new, it's fresh, it's exciting.
And it's cool. Like, it's cool. It has that energy of like that cool, raw theater aspect, which is awesome.
Edgy.
And I want to say roots, because it's the roots of art. So
Mysterious.
I think it's entertaining. That's fine, right? Yeah, we are. My name is Sarahi Salazar, and this is Marcus Lopez. Come see Into the Woods at Artes de la Rosa. This is real. This is not us faking anything.
I'll go first.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I can lie on the fly better than you.